New York ready to go again. Very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. Can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
26.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
At the 24-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he puts it through. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
7-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
On the handoff.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw here's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third, and the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
31 yards.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 69 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10. At their own 34-yard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And Tate's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year? Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Again, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So we've come upon halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half.
Giants, nothing.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might... And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 58 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's Jones on first down, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. The 30.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
First and 10 at the
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. There to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
3rd and 6.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Jones hit and the ball's out. But I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wentz finding Alshon Jeffrey. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion.